were two more qualifiers in October, starting with a home game against Kazakhstan. It was a stroll for England as Rio Ferdinand, Wayne Rooney twice and Jermaine Defoe all scored in a 5-1 romp. David Beckham was again involved, equalling Sir Bobby Charlton's haul of 106 caps for his country. The squad then left for their last competitive fixture of the year, a potentially difficult trip to Minsk to take on Belarus. Steven Gerrard scored early, but the lead only lasted until shortly before the half hour, and it was 1-1 at the break. Wayne Rooney, whose second half double were his fourth and fifth goals of the campaign already. England won 3-1 to maintain their 100% record. Rooney was in the form of his life, a fact not lost on his teammates.
He's been training well all week and he's been playing unbelievable week in and week out for Manchester United, and you know, he's a special player and we're very lucky to have him.
A fabulous first year for Fabio, finished in fine style. Berlin was the venue for a friendly against old foes Germany. Gabi Agbonlahor made his debut, but it was centre-back Matthew Upson who scored the opener. Germany equalised, only for John Terry to grab a winner late on. England had played 10 times in the calendar year, winning 8 and losing just the once. More importantly, they would head into 2009 on top of Group 6 with 12 points out of 12 and already confident of heading to the World Cup.
As we look towards South Africa, we'll be right behind you, England, on Fox Sports with Mars, proud supplier to the England team.
There we are, it's 5 minutes to 4, and coming up next on Talk Sport, it is Darren Goff and Adrian Durham both on. Goffy's joined us now. Hi, Goffy.
All right, mate. All that for a bar of chocolate. Well,
yeah, can't be the bar. Right, very much so, yeah. And Adrian not in yet, but he's off to England tonight. He's on the old bike, speeding down. How are you going to get there?
A push bike?
No, motorbike.
Best way to travel. I'll tell you, it's fantastic. That I've done it a few times. It's unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. I got all the way to the Grove near Watford on a bike here in 35 minutes. I could not believe it. It's about an hour and 40 minutes on a Friday in a car.
Yeah, it's true.
Unbelievable.
Taxi bike.
You get the
hair though, Darren, don't you imagine? If Adrian's he's going to look a bit odd when he gets the old helmet off. You see,
I always
might be an improvement.
I'm shocking me. I come as always prepared. Deodorant and gel.
I would say
so when you take it off,
you just
bit of toilet, mate, bit of gel on, and I'm ready for the dinner.
Sort yourself out.
Anyway, today, you want to know what we're talking about?
Yeah.
England. Obviously, John Terry wants to do a lap of honour. Capella says not a chance. You can imagine which way I think they should be able to do one for all the fans that have followed. Aid definitely thinks they haven't achieved anything.
Well, you see, the thing is, it depends how you look at a lap of honour. If you look at it as a lap of honour, then they shouldn't do it. If you look at it as a thank you to the fans who've supported us right the way through, then I don't see the harm in it. There is a difference between sort of going around strutting your stuff like you do at the end of the FA Cup and all those big or just walking around waving to the fans and saying thank you.
Some teams have done it when they've gone down.
Yeah, well, they call it a lap of recognition. When you've gone down, they change. That's what they call it. Yeah, I've never heard that. I can't remember who it was. A team went down last year. They said after the game there will be a lap of recognition.
Can you believe that? Well, you just won't want to go out there as a player, wouldn't you?
No, exactly. But you know, you kind of feel duty about it.
You need your head in a bucket.
They've invited all of the boys who've been involved in the squads, haven't they?
It'd be interesting to see who turns up and who doesn't. If they all turn up, wouldn't it?
I mean some of the boys have got training tomorrow. I mean, they can't, can they?
It's
really?
like Jimmy Bullard. I mean, he's been invited. I mean, he's just coming back from serious injury. Is he gonna come down tonight and watch the game, or is he just gonna say, well, it's more important me get back for Hull? There's lots of. We're going to touch on the Cheryl Gascoigne. She's of course. We've got her on the show later, so that could be interesting.
Fantastic. So it's Goffy and Adrian next. Graham Poll is our guest in the studio. Have a fine evening, enjoy your football. Don't forget, straight after the boys, all the goals they go in. Mark Saggers, Stan Collymore, Brian Hamilton keep you in touch with all this evening's internationals. But it's Adrian and Goffy next.
32 teams, 8 groups, and one unmissable night of build-up to South Africa. In-depth analysis of Capello's campaign so far. And pure, unbridled